What is up, my MS Gym? How are you guys doing? I missed you guys. We had a great weekend. Misty and I went away for this weekend, as many of you guys saw. So it was awesome. Just kind of get away and pamper her a little bit, get away, sleep. Sleep. Now that we didn't have a very early rising 2-year-old coming in to wake Misty up. I'm always up, but you know, she gets in and wakes Misty up and all that. So I think one day we slept till like 9 o'clock, which was fantastic. So it was good just to be together, and it's important for a marriage, and it's also important because honestly, like, Misty's my best friend on the entire planet, and just to spend time together and just have fun and do a little adulting as far as just going out and being social. Where normally it's like 9 o'clock and we're like, let's go to bed. It was pretty fun. So anyway, you guys, so I'm not using my mic today because we're going on and off the floor a lot. So if my sound is different, that's why. Why we're working on this, so we're going over this series right now called Getting Off the Floor. And if you are brand new to the MS Gym, I just want to welcome you. My name is Trevor Wick, and I'm the creator of the MS Gym. And in here, you are going to learn how to exercise, but you're also going to learn life skills, okay? So we're going to do some stuff on getting off the floor, on walking up and down stairs, on, you know, how to correct things, like how to correct specific things like MS, like the knee fall in or hyperextension or something like that. So it's not just about workout routines and fitness, right? This is not about fitness. This is about function first, and then fitness is built on top of that, okay? So while you're here is you want to learn about exercise. You want to reduce your MS symptoms. You want to learn how to move, how to have exercises that work around the lesions in your body and the demyelination in your body to allow you to actually get to work again, all right? So I thought about you guys a lot today because we haven't had snow or anything crazy in Colorado really all winter. It's been very dry. So on the East Coast, you guys are getting hammered. I think like Charleston, South Carolina has more snow than we do right now. It's very strange. But today it's snowing, and today it's like a stinking ice rink out here. And I thought about you guys, and I'm like, man, like, how hard is it to walk on ice? Like, I almost slid down my driveway while I was scraping off my windshield. And I'm like, what if you fell? Like, legitimately, you're going outside just to go out and do whatever, like take the trash out, and you fall. Like, what are you going to do? You can't lay outside in the ice. You can't lay outside in the snow. What are you going to do? And so it's an important skill, right, on what to do and how to get up off the floor, not only for functional life skill, but also so you guys have more access to more exercises in the MS Gym. I know there's a lot of fear associated with falling. I know there's a lot of fear associated with getting on and off the floor. And so you just need to practice it. I can tell you, I've had so many individuals walk into my practice and not even be able to get on and off the floor, regardless of whether they had MS or not. I mean, people over the age of like 55. Like 55-year-old people couldn't get on and off the floor. I'm like, cool, we're going to be working on this for 2 weeks because it's a big deal. And it's scary. And it's very limiting. And so with that said, I know many of you, this is my disclaimer. Throughout the week this week, if you cannot get on and off the floor without assistance, do not get on the floor without assistance. If someone's there to help you, cool, they can help you. But most of the exercises that we're going to be doing this week, they can be done in your bed. And then I'm going to show you how to actually like kind of get like off your bed, on your bed, off your bed, on your bed, which will help you learn how to get on and off the floor. But if you have a large problem getting on and off the floor and you know you struggle, just kind of observe and watch today and let me show you the way to do it. Maybe you can do it when someone's around, something along the lines like that. But this is a big disclaimer, okay? For all legal purposes, I am not telling you to get on the floor if you cannot. I'm showing you what the way to do it is, and then I highly recommend that you have an assistant or a care provider or a spouse to help you get on and off the floor, okay? I don't want notes. I don't want like, hey, you told me to get on the floor and I hurt myself. I'm telling you right now, if you've had a history of not being able to get on and off the floor, take this extremely slow, watch my words and my instruction, and then the exercises throughout the week you can do in your bed or on a couch or on a massage table or a mat table so that you don't get injured or have an issue. Okie dokie, smokies? All right. So here we go. So there's a technique to getting on and off the floor, right? It's not just get up. And unfortunately, many of you guys at MS, you're never taught how to get on and off the floor, which is an absolute major, I could go on a rant on that as well. I don't know why that's not like basal level with neurological conditions, why you don't learn how to use a wheelchair, how to use a cane, how to use walkers or walking sticks, and why not you can't get on and off the floor, okay? So let's say I fall down, okay? So I fall, I'm tumbled, okay, I fall down. Now, you're on your back. Now, the very first thing that you're like, crap, I'm panicked, I can't get up. So you just got to go through the steps. It's like any other exercise, you just have to walk through the steps, all right? So you just got to calm yourself down, get into a present state of mind. You're like, all right, man, I can do this, all right? I'm okay. So the first thing that you need to do is we need to get to our stomach, okay? Because you don't want to try and like you're not going to be able to get up this way. So don't try to just wiggle around and flail. You just got to roll to your stomach gently, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to put your one hand out. Okay, let me move this camera down just a tad. Hold on. Hi. There we go. Okay. Okay. So you're going to lie. So what you're going to do is you'll be on the floor. This one hand is going to go out for leverage, and I want you to pull your shoulder blade down. Then what I want you to do is that you're going to reach. You're going to try to take these fingertips and move them over that direction. Now, the best way to do this with your legs, you don't want to do this and have your legs lag behind you, and you don't want to do this and have your upper body lag behind you, okay? So what I want you to do is I want you to drop a leg, okay? So you're kind of just drop a leg out this way. And then if you need to, you can pick this other leg up and bring it across, okay, and put it here. And then I want you this way. So you're going to kind of be in fetal position this way, okay? Now, what you're going to do is you're going to straighten out your bottom leg so that you're in this position. So you're already kind of going over. Now this is a little bit tricky. I would say roll to your good arm, okay, the one that's more functional. So if you're on the floor and you know that this arm is more functional, put it out. And then you can kind of pull up on that leg, bring it over the top, because you're going to have to use this arm a little bit more, okay? So then what you're going to do is you've got to kind of wiggle your way so you're on top of your arm like this. Then you're going to put your hand down, and then you're going to use your shoulder blade to pull down this way, okay? So you're going to pull that shoulder blade down. Then what you're going to have to do is pull your abs in, you're going to have to roll, and then you're going to have to pull your arm out at the same time. So it's going to look like this, so you kind of get up on that forearm, and you kind of slip it to the outside, okay? So you're down this way. So now this arm is open, so you're kind of down. Then what you want to do is you want to get down on your stomach. Now, if your arms are flat like this, what you want to do is you want to squeeze your butt. So, boop, pull in the abs. And then you're going to have to kind of walk your arms underneath you so that you get into this position. Okay? So your butt is still squeezed, say. Then your abs are in. Then you're going to have your hands about here. And spread your fingers apart as much as you can. And don't have them out here. You want your elbows pretty much underneath. You want to kind of be up like a baby when they're on their stomach. Now what you want to do is you want to keep your legs nice and wide. And you're going to pull those abs in. You're going to kind of be looking down. And then what you're going to do is you're going to kind of pull your butt up and back while you push with your arms. So number one, you're going to be kind of up like this, okay? But you're looking down. Number two, you're going to pull your abs in as hard as you can. Pull your shoulder blades down. And then you're going to do this. Okay, ready? 1, 2, and it's up. So you're just going to come up in that position. Okay? So you're going to come up. So you got to pull those abs in hard, because if your belly button's sticking out, there's no way you're going to get up. So you got to pull those abs in to squeeze that butt. Okay? And then you're going to pop up and keep the abs in. You're not going to be able to keep your glutes squeezed, but you're going to keep your abs in. Boom. Then you're going to walk your hands back one at a time. Keep the shoulder blade down. Keep the shoulder blade down. Keep the shoulder blade down, okay? Now, at this point, you have two options, okay? If you're next to your wheelie walker or your chair, you can probably get up on it. If you're not, you're going to have to crawl. So when you crawl, okay, if you cannot get up on your arms, you're going to kind of just have to move forward and then move a leg, move forward and move a leg, and keep your abs in the entire time. If you can come up like this, that's great. Okay, that's a little bit easier. Okay? Who is blowing up my phone? All right. Sorry. Okay, if you can't, then you're going to have to crawl kind of on your, if you can't get up in that crawl position, you're going to kind of have to crawl like this. Now the best thing you could possibly do is have something like next to you, like an 8-inch kind of step or something like that, that you can actually kind of scoop over, and then from this position, you're going to kind of push up. Okay? So, from here, what I would do is I would then grab your wheelie walker, okay, pull it in as far as you can, make sure your brakes are down, okay, and then now this kind of gets challenging. It's like, well, how do I get here? Like, this is too far of an angle. So you're going to have to pull that thing as close as you can and kind of get inside of that wheelie walker. Now, while you're here, you got to pull those abs up, okay? You got to pull those abs up, and you got to pull those shoulder blades down. Now, gentlemen, you're going to have a little bit more of an issue. Like, I can't even get my shoulders really that far back because these wheelie walkers are pretty narrow. But you're going to have to do the best you can, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to take your good leg. So let's say it's this leg for me. You're going to kind of have to shift your body, hold onto your walker, get your leg up. Whether it's inside or it's outside, get your good leg up because you're going to drive from this hip. Okay? So, you're going to plant that heel, then you can kind of scoot your hands back a little bit. You're going to lean way forward like a deadlift. Try to get that heel down as much as you can. If you're a little bit up, you're a little bit up, okay? But you're going to want to get that heel down. Hold onto your chair. Hold onto the seat here, okay? So you can see I'm holding onto the seat. I'm going to lean way forward. Okay, you never want to try to get up fully extended like this. So you want to lean pretty far forward, okay? And then you're going to do the same thing you did on the floor last time. You're going to kind of lift your hips up and keep those abs in. So, belly button is pulled up towards your spine. Pull those shoulder blades down and push your elbows down into your wheelie walker. And then you're going to pull that leg up. So you're going to push and then just try to slip this up, okay? Even if you can only get halfway to that, okay, then what you can do is you can kind of just hop that leg forward, okay, and you're going to be stuck like this. Then you're going to have to walk your body up. So you're going to kind of go from this position here, lean forward so you have leverage, and then even if you can get up that far, like just this far, just this far, just this far, that may be what you have to do, and then you walk your hands up, and then you walk your hands up, okay? All right, so back down. Now, that's a good way to do it. So if you have a wheelie walker or a chair, that's how you want to roll. You can also do that on your bed, all right? So again, if your bed is here and your mattress is here, the biggest thing is you want to get as close to your bed as possible. So the bed or the chair kind of want to be on your stomach. Another way to do this, if you can do it upper body-wise, if you just can't coordinate that leg, is you're going to have to get way forward, and you're going to kind of have to you're going to have to keep both feet down, and you're going to kind of have to lift up this way, okay? That might be easier for you. So this is technique number 2, is you get in, you crawl, you get up, and you're going to hold onto the back of your chair. So see, I'm holding onto the seat of my chair or my wheelie walker, and then you're going to kind of do what Susan suggested with her fit ball, is you're just going to kind of have to lift up. So you got to pull those abs in, you got to pull those shoulder blades down, okay? Get those toes under you as much as you can, and then you're just going to have to kind of walk your way up, okay? Like that. Walk yourself closer, put your hands down, and then stand up. So that's technique number 2. So technique number 1 was good leg, pull that good leg forward, get set, and then kind of hop this leg back up this way. Technique number 2 is get those legs wide. As wide as you can get, man. Well, not as wide as you can get, but right on the edge of your wheel. So see my knee and my wheel right here? I'm lined up with those wheels. The second one is abs in, and you're going to have to lift up, and then just kind of walk your feet in like this, okay? And then stand up, okay? And then, so that's kind of level, well, they're like option 1 and 2. There's not really a level. Number 3, what I would do is that if you are going to try to exercise on the floor, is to have a block like this near you, okay? Because it's a lot easier to get up. The problem is most people aren't flexible enough to even touch the floor with their hands anyway, and then you throw on MS on top of it, it ain't good. So, you're going to get to your step, so you're this way, and it's kind of the same technique. So you can either be here, and you can put one foot forward, okay? So you're probably your good foot forward, and then you're going to kind of lift up. So you're going to kind of have to try to stand up like this and hop that foot forward as much as you can. And every time you hop that foot forward, it's abs in and lift, abs in and lift, abs in and lift. And then you're up this way. Then you can use your legs to walk up. Okay? So that's one way. And then the second technique, if you have a step like this on lower, if you're kind of advancing yourself, is get up tall. Okay? And then you can keep your hands down and lift up again this way. And you may need a higher step. I don't know. Walk your feet forward and then stand up. So that's option 4. Then, if you're trying to do it without a block or a step or a chair and you're trying to get up, I like to do the stagger. I think the stagger is probably the best way. So you get down here on the floor, okay? You're going to plant this hand, okay? You're going to get up here, and you may use this. You may use this, right? So that's the other way, is that you put your hand down, one's on the floor, one's on the step, because then you can get to right here. So you've got 2 stability points like this, okay? So this is also a good one. So you approach your stool, so always have a stool near you, okay, when you're exercising or anything like this. If you put this in your exercise routine, you can get better, all right? So you get here, then you can get up here and kind of pull that leg up. Then you got your hand on your leg and one hand on the step, okay? Or you can use it, you can use your wheelie walker, whatever, okay? Just make sure your brakes are on. Now, when you push, you don't want to be like this. It's just like when we do push-ups on the wall. You want to have those shoulder blades back, and you want to lean forward, and then you're going to push, you're going to pull that arm back, you're going to push down at the same time on your platform. So you're going to, and you might be this way, and then you use your platform to stand up. Does that make sense? Okay. And now if you're trying to just freestyle it, okay, you may want to have this here, and then you can get lower and lower and lower and lower. But yeah, what I usually tell people to do to get off the ground is get into a stagger position, right? So you want to get to your hands and knees. Then you want to try to get a foot up here as much as possible and get your hands right next to your leg. So you're going to kind of be like this, and then there's a couple ways to do this. Number 1 is that you can do this again, okay? Go to a fist, and you're going to get to here, and then kind of hop that leg forward, and then stand up. Or, if you can rock back on your feet, I told people to do this too, is that you're going to be here, you kind of bounce back and forth, and then you're going to kind of roll back, and you're going to be like this, so get into this squat position. That's a little bit tougher. A lot of people don't have this kind of flexibility, but you may. And then from that point, you can do one of 2 things. You can either put your hand on your leg and kind of stand up, or you can push straight up this way and walk your hands up like that. Okay? All right. So that's a lot of approach. We're going to go over the approaches a lot more this week. Okay? So if you didn't get it today, that's fine. But watch these videos again. The biggest thing that I can tell you guys, so that you don't go totally to the floor and you can start prepping your body, is that if you have a stool or if you have a chair, if you can put a pad below your knees or something so you're not crushing your knees, but you may just want to work on, like let's say this is your bed or a steady chair or something like that. You may just want to work on getting into this kneeling position and then figuring out what works best for your body. Okay, so if you're on your bed or you're on a wheelie walker or you're on a chair, either you're going to be here and it's going to be the butt lift and then walk forward. Remember, abs are in the entire time. Right when you go to lift your hips, you've got to pull those abs in. So it's either the butt lift and up, or it's going to be the stagger stance. So you kind of put that leg here. Now if you're on a bed, it's a little bit tougher because you can't wrap your leg around, but you're going to put your leg pretty close to the bed. And then you're going to push down on one. So you can either go one hand on the walker, one hand on your leg, and then kind of come up. Or you can go both hands on here and use your forearms, okay, because there's a lot of surface area there, to kind of hop that leg up this way and come up here. So either you're going to be using your abs and your back muscles, or you're going to be using your stronger leg to drive you up. As you get stronger, and as we can get you on and off the floor, you're going to be able to use both legs. And I've had this happen in the MS gym and with my clients for years, is that people who literally were stuck, like life alert, ambulance coming, whatever, we did these drills consecutively, and it really only took like 2 weeks. And they were doing a ton better. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be very challenging on your body. However, taking yourself from the floor and going all the way up like that is one of the best strength building, functional strength building exercises that you can possibly do. Okay? So I want you to try to be as confident as you can. Check this out. I mean, again, use a partner, use a spouse if you're trepidatious, if you're nervous about this, because we are going to be practicing on the approach, on how to get up. What exercises can you practice to get stronger at going from I'm on my back to up to my knees. I'm on my back up to my knees. If you can get up to your knees and you can get to the point where you're doing this, back down, and you're doing this kind of stuff and you're up, it's going to help you stand, because if you're pretty solid here, then you're going to be a lot more solid getting up, okay? Whether it's this way and coming up this direction, okay? Or whether it's this way and putting a leg up and kind of doing that whole thing, okay? All right. So hopefully this makes sense, all right? I know it's a lot. It does take practice. There is no magic exercise that's just going to get you on and off the floor. There's parts that we can build up to the equation, which we're going to be working on the rest of this week, but you really have to get dialed into your body and what works. If you're a single legger, do it. If you're a butt lifter, do it. You've got to know what your body works with. So if I were you, I would grab someone, a friend, a spouse, a strong enough child. They're probably an older kid, high school or above, that can help you kind of lift your hips, lift underneath you, whatever it might be, to get you off the floor. Because the last thing I want is you trying this and your body gives out and you're just stuck. Because I have had MSers in session with me just completely, their just bodies are just done, and I'm having to deadlift them like, whoa, straight up like that, okay? So stay safe, make sure you have supervision if you need it, but this is an important life skill. And a lot of people wouldn't teach this necessarily online because they're afraid to. Like, I'm not afraid to. I know you guys are in this. We just got to take it step by step. And if you really need help, call your physical therapist, call your physician, have someone help you through this, call home care, and have them work on you with this until you feel better. Once you are confident that you can go on the floor, off the floor, get up and down at least once, right, and you can make it, it's going to change your world if you're really having issues and you're very, very afraid of falling. Because seriously, it's not just the fall that you're afraid of, because a lot of times, like, we fall and we're okay. It's the what if I fall and I can't get back up, okay? So I will walk through this with you this week. There are many exercises that you can use to build the ability to get up like this in parts. We just got to give you the right combination. You can't just start getting down, getting up, getting down, getting up, getting down, getting up without your body knowing the parts of how to actually get stronger, okay? So, as you're working in your chair, another thing that you can do this week is, if you are not in the membership and doing the Sitting Strong program, which that program is specifically designed to help you get on and off the floor, even though you're in your chair most of it. If you're not in the membership, you might want to check that out, just for that program called Sitting Strong. And I'm also working on another program right now that is like the part 2 of that, all right? Which deals with getting on and off the floor more. It's called Standing Strong. So, but if you are not in the membership, that's fine. What I need you to do is I need you to go to exercisewithms.com, and I need you to get the chair core strengthening exercises, okay? Because in order for you to be able to go from here to here, or be able to go from here and up, it requires a lot of trunk strength and a lot of abdominal strength. And you can't not work your core and just go start getting on and off the floor. It ain't going to work. So go get the chair core strengthening program at exercisewithms.com. And if you're having a big old struggle, you need to practice that program for the next couple weeks, then come back to this program and work it, okay? So that's all I got, all right? So this is serious. I'm talking a lot because this is a big deal, and this is a big life skill, and people are very afraid of this. But once you get it, and once you actually can get to your feet, there's a whole world of freedom that you don't even know you can get back. And I'm going to take you there, and we're going to get there together. All right? So, I love you guys. We're going to walk through this together. If you like this video, like it. If you want to comment away. And I will talk to you guys soon. So, remember, foot forward, hand down, arm up, stand, walk, and I'll see you tomorrow. All right, bye.